Well, the EF5 tornado drought has finally come to an end. The Enderlin, North Dakota tornado has finally finished out this drought. It is the first EF5 tornado in 12 plus years. So let's get into a deep dive on this historic day and how this tornado became the tornado to break this huge drought. Now, I know I'm probably the last person you would be expecting to talk about this tornado, but this is a huge day for me because I am an avid weather nerd as well as a huge av geek. But yeah, I'm just very excited and it's just a crazy day. There's just a lot of emotions with this being the tornado to break the EF5 drought. But let's just start off with the National Weather Service damage survey results. And the tornado lasted 19 minutes. So it wasn't a very long-lived tornado, but 19 minutes is still a good amount of time for a tornado to live. You can see this classic curve of the tornado's path. That is the tornado occluding back into the parent supercell. And as we all know, this is an EF5 tornado. The estimated peak winds were 210 plus miles an hour. So a very, very violent tornado. The path was about 12 miles and the max width of the tornado was just over a mile wide, so a pretty large tornado. You can see that EF0 tornado just outside of the EF5 tornado. I'm guessing that these were probably satellite tornadoes within the tornado, but that's just my assumption. I haven't really gone crazy detailed into this, but yeah. As you can see at the bottom there, sadly 3 people did die from this tornado, so it did take some life, which is very sad. We never want to see any deaths with any tornado, but yeah, sadly 3 people did die from this tornado. But I mean, this is just a huge historic day, and let's just look at this path real quick. And here is the tornado map with all of the damage markers. A lot of them range from about EF1 to EF3 intensity. You can see 2 EF4 markers just east of Enderlin, but there are the 2 purple EF5 damage indicators just southeast of Enderlin. That is where the railroad tracks are, and that is where one of the empty tanker cars that was on the railroads was tossed over 475 feet away from the railroad tracks. And those train cars are really heavy, so that means that really proved the 210 plus mile an hour rating that the National Weather Service did give this tornado. But a lot of damage was actually occurred from this. You can see just where it occluded, there are 4 EF3 damage markers and the 2 EF4 damage markers just east of Enderlin. So this was a pretty damaging tornado for a lot of its life. And I'll switch real quick to some pictures of the derailed train cars, and as you can see, there was a lot of damage that was done by this tornado to these train cars. I mean, just look at this. And here is what I believe the train car that got thrown 475 feet is what the National Weather Service said from the railroad tracks. So, I mean, yeah, that's a pretty heavy train car and was thrown a lot of distance. And throughout this video, I've just been relaying a lot of the information that the National Weather Service has just originally put out through their report. So I'm just going to go over some of the text that the National Weather Service put out in this report. This tornado occurred on June 20th to 2025 in Enderlin, North Dakota, of course. This is the first EF5 tornado since the Moore, Oklahoma tornado back on May 20th of 2013, a 12-year huge drought. The National Weather Service said that this could be a 210 plus mile an hour tornado, so very, very violent. And they also included the empty tanker train car that was thrown, what they say about 475.5 feet or 145 meters away from the train tracks. And now let's just really quick look at some of the pictures of this tornado itself. And I mean, just look at this thing. You can see the classic mesocyclone. This was captured on a Ring doorbell camera. I'll put the photo credits somewhere in this picture, or somewhere on this picture. But I mean, this is just a huge classic mesocyclone. And this literally looks like an alien ship. The tornado would be somewhere around this area, I would say. But I mean, this is just a picturesque, devastating tornado and a absolutely beautiful but yet devastating mesocyclone. And I mean, that's about all I gotta say. I mean, I'll just let the report the report from the National Weather Service just kind of scroll in the background as I finish off this video. But I mean, this is just an unbelievable day for any person who's really into weather. This is the first EF5 again in 12 years. I know I keep saying it, but I mean, this is literally history making. This is the first EF5 since more. I mean, this is just a crazy day. I'm filled with so many emotions. I'm filled with joy because, I mean, it finally broke the drought, but yet sorrow, and I feel so bad for all the people who lost their families. But I don't want to sound like mean or anything, but this could have been so much worse. I know there are 3 fatalities as 3 fatalities, but this could have been way worse. And I'm kind of glad that this is the tornado to break the drought, because it definitely could have been worse. I know I sound really mean, but I mean, it definitely could have been worse. But in the end, I mean, it's just crazy, historic, it's unbelievable, all the words, all the adjectives. But I mean, that's about all I gotta say, and thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And hopefully you guys did enjoy this tornado debrief, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and this is the tornado to break the EF5 drought.